Okay, students. Now let us go for our second problem. That is, in train, 5 seats are vacant. In train, 5 seats are vacant. In how many number of ways 3 men can sit on 5 number of seats? Clear? There are 5 number of seats which are vacant in train. In that 5 number of seats, how many ways are there to sit for 3 number of men? They are asking in this particular problem. Are you getting my point? Here there are 5 seats which are vacant. There are 3 men. So that how many number of ways are there to sit for 3 men on 5 number of seats? They are asking. Are you clear, students? So now let us try to solve. See here, we have 5 seats. Clear? We have 5 number of seats. We have 3 men, M1, M2, M3. So for M1 you have 5 choice. For M1 you have 5 choice. For M2, if M1 is placed here, he is having 4 choice. Let us take M2 is placed here. Now M3 has 3 choice. Clear? M3 has 3 choice because if M1 is placed, they will remain with 4 choice. If M2 is placed, he will remain with 3 choice. So totally M1 has 5, M2 has 4, M3 has 3 number of choice. Clear, students? So clearly it is an dependent event, so that it will be 5 into 4 into 3. Therefore, you have 60 ways of sitting 3 men on 5 vacant seats. This is how you can solve. Or see, you have 5 choice. Out of 5, you should select 3. Clear, students? 5p3. So 5 factorial divided by 5 minus 3 is 2 factorial. Here you cancel 2 factorial, 2 factorial. It will be again remained with this thing, that is 5 into 4 into 3. You cancel 2 factorial, that means 2 factorial, 2 factorial cancelled. That means 2 factorial is nothing but 1 into 2, 1 into 2, 1 into 2 cancelled, remaining with what? 3, 4, 5. So therefore if you solve like this, again you will be having 60 number of ways. You have 2 choices of solving this. You can solve with first method or you can solve with your second method. No problem. Either you can solve by this, either you can solve by this. Both are possible. Clear? So total there are 60 number of ways to sit 3 persons on 5 number of vacant seats. Now let us go for the third problem. That is, 9 balls are to be placed. That means you have 9 balls which you have to place in 9 boxes. That means you have 9 balls and you have 9 boxes. Nine boxes. That means you have to place 9 balls in 9 boxes. Clear, students? So now what they are telling, 5 of the balls cannot fit into 3 small boxes. That means among these 5, they cannot fit into 3 small boxes. Clear? These 5 balls cannot fit in these 3 boxes. Clear, students? Next, the number of ways of arranging 1 ball in each of the boxes is. Clear? What they are telling? They have total number of 9 balls and 9 boxes. What is the process here? They have 9 balls, 9 boxes. They want to fit all 9 balls into the 9 boxes. All these 9 balls into 9 boxes. Clear? But what is the condition here? The condition is this 5 number of balls cannot fit into 3 number of boxes. 5 number of balls cannot fit into 3 number of boxes. Then how much you are remaining with? You are remaining with 6 boxes and 4 balls. You are remaining with 6 boxes and 4 balls. See here. This 5 cannot fit into this. Means this 5 balls must fit in this 6 boxes. Are you getting my point? For this 5, here there is no place. For this 5, only the place is in this. Because these 5 balls cannot fit into this 3. Therefore, this 5 has got this many of options. Clear? So, out of this 6, how much you are arranging? 5 balls you are arranging. That means 6P5. Have you got my point? Because these 5 balls cannot fit into these 3 boxes. If this 5 cannot fit into 3 boxes means this 5 has to be settled here with 6 remaining boxes. That means in 6 boxes you are arranging 5 balls. That is 6P5. Now you have arranged 5 number of balls. But still our process is not over. Our experiment is not over. Either you can say our event is not over. Still you are remaining with how many? 4 balls. Clear, students? So this 4 balls has to be arranged. Are you clear? So the arrangement of these 4 balls is given by 4 factorial. Clear? Here this 5 will be arranging in this 6. These 4 are arranged by 4 factorial ways. Clear? Because if 5 you fit in this, there will be remaining with 1 box. Are you getting my point? This has got these 6 choices. This 4 has got this 3 and remaining 1 of this. Are you getting my point? Because you have only 5 choices. Clear? Directly I am writing 4 factorial just because here you have got 4 balls. Here you have got 5 balls. You arrange 5 balls in this. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will remain with 1 box. Clear? The remaining 1 box plus this 3 box. In that 4 box you can fix these 4 balls. That means what you are getting? 4P4. Have you understood this? This 5 cannot be fixed in this, but this 4 can be fixed in this. Are you getting my point? This 4 can be fixed in this. One of the box will be remaining here. Clear? So in that also you can fix this ball. No problem. So therefore you have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 choice for these 4 balls. Clear? So you are going to write 4P4. Otherwise directly you can write 4 factorial for this 4 balls. Clear? So therefore total you are going to have 6P5. 6P5 means 5 factorial cancelled, 5 factorial cancelled, remaining with what? Sorry, 5 factorial, not 5 factorial. 6 minus 5, 1. Therefore it will be 6 into 4 into 5 into 3 into 2 into 4 factorial into 4 factorial. So your answer will be 6 into 4 into 5 into 3 into 2 into 4 factorial. That is 17280. 17280. So you simplify this, you are going to get 17280. Therefore 17280 is your answer. By simplifying this you will get 17280. 6 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 factorial, 1 is cancelled. So into 4 factorial means you will get 17280. That is what your answer. Okay students, so see here again I am explaining. This 5 balls has got this 6 choice. So 6P5. This story is over. Remaining with 4 balls. Here you have arranged 5. Again here you are remaining with one box. This 3. So 3 plus 1 will be 4 boxes. 4 balls. You can write 4P4 also, no problem. This 6P5 is this arrangement. This is 4P4. So therefore 6P5, 4P4 is nothing but 4 factorial. So you all simplify that. You are going to have 17280. So option B is your answer. Okay students. Now let us go for our problem number 4. That is, find the total number of 9-digit numbers. Find the total number of 9-digit numbers which have all digits different. Okay, I think you got what I am saying. That is, you should make you should make 9-digit number where all are different. Clear? You should make 9-digit number where all are different to each other. Clear? So, how many numbers you can write of that kind? Very good question. Clear? You have 9-digit number where all the digits are different. This type, how many numbers you can write, they are asking. Have you got my point? Total 9-digit number, how many numbers you can write with 9 digits? That means, for example, if I write one number with 9 digits, that type of how many numbers you can write, they are asking. Have you got my problem? So, see here, total numbers, how many you are having? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 10 digits. Clear? You have 10 digits. Out of this 10, you should use 9 here. Are you getting my point? Out of this 10, you should use 9 here, and all the digits must be different. They are telling. Clear students? So please observe here that here you have 10 digits, in that 0 is also present. You have 10 digits, in that 0 is also present. This 0 is making us a small problem. What is that small problem? If I place 0 here, this will be 8-digit number. Are you getting my point? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I fix 0 here, it will be 8-digit number. But I don't need this type of numbers. Have you got my point? See, total you have 9 digits. You have 10 numbers. Out of that 10, if you fix 0 here, it will be converted to 8-digit number. It will be converted to 8-digit number. That means these are not needed for us. Clear? So then how to simplify? Clear students? So first what we shall do, see here, you have 10 numbers. Clear? That means you have 10 digits. You have 10 digits. I will arrange 9 from this 10. Are you getting my point? That means 10P9. Are you clear? 10P9. That means this 10P9 gives you all arrangements. All arrangements. Clear? In this 10P9, all arrangements means, see, 0 at the first place is also included. Are you getting my point? 0 at the first place is also included here, because it is all arrangements. That means 0 at the first place is also included here. But according to our problem, we don't need this 0 at the first place. Are you getting my point? So if we don't need 0 at the first place means what we have to do? We have to subtract how much? That is minus, see, remove this 0 because it is fixed here. Clear? You are remaining with how much? 9. You are remaining with how much? 9, because 0 is fixed here. Because we are finding the total number of possible cases with 0 at the first place. If I fix 0 here, you will remain with 9 digits. You will remain with 8 places. Are you getting my point? You will remain with 9 digits. You will remain with 8 places. Clear? From this 9, you should arrange this 8. That is nothing but 9p8. Are you clear? 9p8 is what? 0 is at first place. 0 is at first place. I think now you got your problem. That is what I am doing to calculate this particular problem. First I am calculating all the arrangements. That means 0 may be the first place, 0 may not be the first place. Clear? So I will arrange all the terms 10p9. That means in this 0 will be at the first place also. Now what I will do, I will subtract the total number of the ways of arranging 0 at the first place. That means I will fix 0 at the first place. I will remain with 8 places. I will remove this 0. I will remain with 9 numbers because this 0 is fixed here. Remove this place, remove this number. You got 9 numbers. You got 8 digits. That means 9p8. 9 digits, 8 places. 9p8. In this 0 is at first because it is fixed here. 0 is fixed here. If this is fixed, both are removed. Clear? 9 digits, 8 places, 9p8. 0 will be at first place. Clear? So 0 is fixed here. Clear? So after fixing 0 here, how much you are going to calculate? 10p9, total number of the possible cases. 9p8, 0 at the first place. So if I subtract, what you are going to get? This is 0 at the first place. This is total number of the cases. If you subtract, you will get the 9-digit number which is different to each other, where 0 is not at the first place because 0 at the first place is removed. Clear? Therefore 10p9 minus 9p8, this is your answer. So 10p9 is what? 9 factorial. 9p8 is what? So 10p9 is, this is 10 factorial. This is what? 9 factorial. 10p9 will be 10 factorial. 9p8 will be 9 factorial. If you simplify, 10 factorial divided by 10 minus 9. Clear? So it will be 10 factorial divided by 9 factorial. So minus 9 factorial. This can be written as 9 factorial into 10 minus 9 factorial. Clear? 10 factorial can be written as 9 factorial into 10 minus 9 factorial. So therefore 9 factorial is common. 10 minus 1, 9 factorial into 9. So 9 factorial into 9 is your answer. Clear, students? So here the explanation will be more, the solution will be less. If you make solution more, explanation will be less. Clear, students? But for that reason, what I will do, I will make more explanation and I will solve in small steps. Clear? That is what good techniques. Clear? So have more explanation but small steps to simplify. So from total number of the arrangements, remove 0 at the first place so that you are going to get 9 number of digit which is different to all. Therefore your answer is 9 into 9 factorial. 9 into 9 factorial. That is what your answer. Okay, students. Now let us move for our fifth question. So read the fifth question carefully. What is it? In how many ways can 10 true or false questions can be answered? So see here, you have question 1, question 2, question 3, so on to question number 10. You have 10 questions. You have to answer with true or false. You have to answer with true or false. So in how many number of ways these 10 questions can be answered? So my dear students, please observe here. Your thinking skills are tested with this particular problem. Permutation and combination is a nothing chapter, but it tests your thinking skills. How you think, how much fast you think, that they are going to test in permutation and combination. So there are 10 questions. Each question has how many options? See, 2 options. Either it may be true or it may be false. That means each question can be answered with true or false. You may answer it with true or you may answer it with false. So question 1 can be answered with 2 ways. Question 2 can be answered with 2 ways. Question 3 can be answered with 2 ways. So on to question 10 can be answered with 2 ways. That means each question has 2 ways of answering. Each question has 2 ways of answering. So total how many questions you can answer? So total there are 10 number of questions that you have to answer. So what are the total number of possible case here means what you are going to do? You have to multiply all the 10 options. That means 2 into 2 so on to 2 for how many times? For 10 times. That means 2 is multiplied for 10 times, that is 2 to the power of 10. So that will be nothing but your 1024. That will be your nothing but 1024. You can take the calculus and you can simplify. 2 to the power of 10 is nothing but 1024. But calculus are not allowed in your exams, but you must be perfect with this calculation. So 2 to the power of 10 is 1024. Very simple question with confusing statement. Clear? So each question has 2 choice. So each question has to be filled with 2 choice. Again using fundamental principle of multiplication. 2 is multiplied for 10 times. So 2 into 2 into 2 so on to 2. 2 is for 10 times. So therefore 2 multiplied for 10 times is nothing but 2 to the power of 10. That is 1024 or 1024 number of ways. Clear? Okay students, see here how many numbers lying between 999 to 10,000, that means 999 to 10,000 can be formed with the help of the digits 0, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 when the digits are not repeated. See the question once again. How many numbers are lying between 999 to 10,000 can be formed? That means the digits in between 99 to 10,000 you have to solve. 999 to 10,000. This in between numbers you have to form with the help of the digits 0, 2, 3, 7, 6, 7, 8. They have given 6 digits to form the numbers in between 999 to 10,000. So they are telling how many numbers you can make if the digit is not repeated. Like this we have already solved one of the problem of number 4. Problem number 4 we have solved 9-digit number using 10 digits. Clear? 9-digit number using 10 digits we have solved. This is also of the same kind of problem. See, they are asking the numbers between 999 to 10,000 where the number is not repeated and they have given the digits, 6 digits they have given. So between 999 to 10,000 how many digits you are having? You are having 4-digit number. You are having 4-digit number in between 999 to 10,000. You are having 4-digit number in between 999 to 10,000. This 4 has to be selected from this 6. That means if I write 6P4, again you will come with the same problem. That is 6P4 involves 0 with the first place. Are you getting my point? 6p4 involves 0 with first place. That is 0 is in first place is also involved. Clear? So from this what we have to remove? See, in this 0 in the first place is also involved. 1 at the first place is also involved. Sorry, 1 is not there. 2 is at the first place is also involved. 6 is at first place is also involved. 7 is at the first place is also involved. 8 is at the first place is also involved in 6p4. Clear? In 6p4 here you can write 0, 2, 3, 6, 7 and 8. This has got 0, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, all these 6 choices for the first place. All these 6 choices for the first place. Clear? But what we have to remove? See, again 4-digit number. Here what we have to do? 0 fixed. 0 is fixed for the first place. That means how many numbers you are having? 3. 1, 2, 3 places. Here 0 is fixed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 0 is fixed at the first place. You have 5p3. Are you getting my point? 6p4. Here you have got 5p3 because 0 is fixed at the first place. If 0 is fixed at the first place, you are remaining with 3 boxes. That means from this you have to remove 0 because 0 is fixed there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 digits, 3 boxes. So arrangement will be 5p3. If I subtract 5p3 from this, total number of the possible cases minus 0 at the first place. Total number of possible cases minus 0 at the first place gives you what? Where 0 is not at the first place. Are you getting my point? This will be equal to where 0 is not at first place. Where 0 is not at first place. If I solve this, you will get where 0 is not at first place, because if 0 comes at the first place, it will become 3-digit number. Clear? So if 0 comes at the first place, it will become 3-digit number which we not need. So you remove which we are not in the need. So if I remove those things, I will remain with which we are in need. Clear? So if you remove which things you not need, you will remain with the things which you need. That is, total number of the cases, remove which you don't want, you will remain with which you want. That is 6p4. That means 6 minus 4, 2. Therefore, it will be 4 factorial minus, otherwise this is 6 factorial divided by 6 minus 4 factorial is 2 factorial minus 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial. Sorry, 5 minus 3 will be, again this is 2 factorial. Clear? So therefore, if you simplify this, you are going to have, you check and simplify, you will be having 300 as your answer. So that will be 300. Clear? 2 factorial you cancel, remaining with 4 into. Okay students, see here, 6 factorial divided by 2 factorial you are going to have if you simplify 6p4. If you simplify 5p3, you are going to have 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial, that is 3 into 4 into 5. Clear? So this will be 360. This will be 360 minus 60. So you are having 300 as your answer. Therefore this is 360 minus 60. You are going to get 300 as your answer, because 6 into 5 30, 30 into 4 120, 120 into 3 360, 5 into 4 20, 20 into 360. So 360 minus 60, you are going to have 300 as answer for this thing. That means total number of the digits in between 999 to 10,000, there are 300 possible numbers with no digits repeated, of 4 digits. Clear? That means 4 digits numbers you are going to form in between 999 to 10,000. That 4 number of digits are going to be 300. In that 300 numbers, no number will be repeated. In that 300 numbers, no number will be repeated. So that kind you are going to have 300 numbers. Clear? Okay students, see the 7th question. This is one of the question of your IIT exams. For looking, it will be very simple. Only one line of problem, it will be very simple. This type of problems will be very tricky problems, students. So please, you have to concentrate on this type of problems, because you get overconfidence by seeing this type of problems. But don't get that type of overconfidence, because they will be very tricky problems. This is like one of the googly balls which you play in cricket. Clear? So don't get out of the googly balls, because this type of googly balls are very common in your exams, because there will be a trick in that, something which you will come through overconfidence and make a wrong thing. Clear? So here what they are asking, the product of R consecutive natural numbers is always divisible by. Are you getting my point? See here, the product of R consecutive natural numbers is always divisible by what? They are asking. That means for looking it will be very simple, but when you try to solve it will be very tough. Then how you are going to solve? R consecutive natural numbers is always divisible by dash. Clear? So in this type of questions you must have some trick, because whenever you see R consecutive means you were in first option they have set with R. See here, any number is divisible by itself, no problem. For example, if you take 2, 2 is divisible by 2, no problem. But in your mind you will lose this product. Product is different. R consecutive numbers is different. R is different. See, R consecutive means R into R minus 1 into R minus 2 into that type. That means R consecutive means R into R minus 1 into R minus 2 into so on. Clear? That is R consecutive. That is R consecutive. But if you take R and if you see divisibility, every number is divisible by itself, you go for option 1. See, option 1 is not your answer, because they are asking the product of R consecutive natural numbers. See, again consecutive also you will miss. Clear? Consecutive means what? If I take R, R minus 1, R minus 2, R minus 3, so on to 3, 3, 2, 1. That is R consecutive. If I write R consecutive 1, 2, 3, so on to R minus 2, R minus 1, and this is R. Clear, students? So they are indirectly telling R factorial. They are indirectly telling R factorial is divisible by what? Are you getting my point? Divisibility means if you divide that number, the remainder must be 0. Clear? So they are asking that the product of R consecutive natural number is always divisible by what? That means nothing but R factorial is divisible by what? They are asking. See, R factorial divided by R square, R factorial divided by R to the power of n. Now for example, if I take 7 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 divided by R is what? 7. 7 square, 49. Clear? But this number will be not equal to 49. Are you getting my point? Clear, students? So for that reason, R square is also not your answer. R is also not your answer. Clear? Because they are telling R consecutive. R to the power of n. I can write here 7 to the power of 3 also. 7 to the power of 9 also. I can write anything because n. Clear? So for n I can write anything. Therefore, R to the power of n is also not your answer. Clear? R is not your answer. R to the power of n is not your answer. R square is not your answer. Therefore, R factorial only must be your answer, because that is nothing but they are telling the factorial definition in indirect form. They are telling factorial definition in indirect form, and they are asking the factorial is divisible by what? Clear, students? So the factorial is divisible by the factorial, that is r factorial. If I take r, see here, if I take 7 divided by 7, no problem. Clear? So therefore r to the power of, consecutive r factorials will be divisible by the r factorial. Have you got my answer? So therefore r factorial is your answer. Okay, students. So now let us move for the next question. That is, how many numbers can be formed? How many numbers can be formed from the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, where the repetition is not allowed? See, they have given 4 digits. They have given 4 digits, and what they are asking, how many numbers can be formed? Are you clear? Again, this is having little bit of trick here. How many numbers can be formed from these 4 digits they are asking? Clear? So using 4 digits, how many numbers you can make? Please think once again, because first one is 1 digit number. Second one is 2 digit number. Third one is 3 digit number. And fourth one is 4 digit number also you can make, because they are not restricting only these many digit number you have to make. Clear? What they are asking? They are asking 4 digits they have given, and how many numbers you can make. They are not telling that you have to make only 4 digit number. Clear, students? You check the previous problems, in that they have told 9 digit number. They have told that it should be in between 999 to 10,000. But in this particular problem, they have not mentioned anything. They are directly asking how many numbers you can make from this 4 digits. Are you clear? So if they ask like this, you have got 4 choice: 1 digit number, 2 digit number, 3 digit number, and 4 digit number. By luckily here 0 is not present, so there is no any problem. Clear, students? So 1 digit numbers, how many you can make? You have got 4 digits. Out of that you are taking 1. That will be 1 digit number. What about 2 digit number? You have 4 digits. In that you are using 2. Next, what about 3? You have 4. In that you are taking 3. What about 4? You have 4. In that you are taking 4. These many number of 1 digit number, these many number of 2 digit number, this many number of 3 digit number, this many number of 4 digit number you are forming. Clear? Using this 4 digits. Clear, students? Using these 4 digits, these are the possible cases. So how many total number of cases? Total number of cases means you have to add these terms, because if you make adding all this, that will be the total number of the possible cases of numbers you can make from these 4 digits. Clear, students? So 4p1 plus 4p2 plus 4p3 plus 4p4. So don't multiply here. They are not dependent, they are independent. 1 digit number is independent from 2 digit number. It is independent from 3 digit number. It is independent from 4 digit number. These many number of 1 digits you can make. These many number of 2 digits you can make. This is 3 digit number you can make. These many number of 4 digits you can make. Clear? So if I combine all this, that many number of cases are possible to form the total number of numbers by using these 4 digits where the repetition is not allowed. Try by using the repetition is allowed as assignment. Clear? Try repetition is allowed. What it will happen? Clear? But here the repetition is not allowed. So 4p1 1 digit, 4p2 2 digits, 4p3 3 digits, 4p4 4 digits. That means 1 digit numbers, 2 digit numbers, 3 digit numbers, 4 digit numbers. So these are the total possible cases of forming your forming the numbers of using this 4 digits. Clear, students? So therefore your answer will be D. Your answer will be D.